Woke Music Over Matter. Donda 2 is out, but it's not good. I'm gonna first start with just some disclaimers. One, we are happy Donda 2 is on streaming. I don't want to like come off as like, oh, he should have never dropped it. Like, just release music when you have it.
Yeah.
So we're happy it's on streaming. Two, they are apparently doing updates to it. In typical Kanye fashion, the album is unfinished when it drops. Now, with all that said, there's a 95% chance by the end of the week it is not on stream.
Yeah.
This shit's going to get taken down.
Yeah.
There's no way.
So this version of Donda 2 is basically the same or very similar to what we heard 3 years ago at the listening party and what has been released on the stem player. Of course, there's been mixing changes, and we have a tweet from Yay Unreleased that goes over pretty much every single change since the listening party.
We're just going to be referencing that tweet throughout, but we are going to just be going track by track here and giving like our review.
Yeah.
So I just want to start by saying Donda 2, it's very disappointing to me in general, just in general, because it had so much potential. It's not even funny. Happy and Pablo are insane frameworks for tracks.
Yeah.
And we'll get there when we get there. Songs like Too Easy are so weird. SciFi, so weird. And it's like, that's potential. And then nothing happens.
Yeah. I've been listening to it for the past couple years. People are able to take the stems from the stem player and give it to us. So
mix it up with leaks and all that.
Yeah. Overall, though, I mean, of course, it's an unfinished wreck, but there's like very good foundation to it on most of the songs. Some of the songs, it's like, you can't fix this.
It's just really up to whether or not Ye wants to actually do it. And he probably doesn't. So that's what it really comes down to.
I don't think he's going to change anything. Mixing is going to change, and that's it.
And I guess we should say why we say it's not going to be here. I guess we forgot to mention that, why it's not going to be here by the end of the week. He is beefing with everyone on this album, for real. And there's so many uncleared samples.
Uncleared samples, uncleared features.
It's going to get taken down. There's no way this shit lasts.
Yeah.
And they know it because they didn't release it on the Kanye account. They released it on a new account.
Yeah.
So they know it. Anyways, let's get going just track by track.
First, track 1 is True Love. This is a song that we already had on streaming. I think it's pretty much the same as it has been on streaming. This song's all right.
Unfortunately, they still don't have the version. They have the streaming version that cuts out the one Kanye bar about like water in my eyes or something. What does he say?
When I think about it, my eyes fill up with water.
Yeah. And instead, they just repeat a line for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't understand that decision at all. True Love is an okay song.
Yeah.
Let's just move on from True Love because I think everyone's heard it at this point. Broken Road. I've always pretty much enjoyed this song.
Yeah, it's just like a little interlude. Toliver interlude. Nothing much with it, though. Sounds good.
I mean, Toliver, don't miss. That boy's crazy. So I think Broken Road kind of summarizes the entire issue with Donda 2. There's just a lot of ideas, different moods. Like, it pretty much summarizes Ye's bipolarness, to be honest.
Yeah, it's like an unfinished idea.
And it's not going to get finished.
No.
That's what sucks. Donda 2 has so much potential, bro, if he would just finish this shit.
Find your soul, pay the toll on a broken road.
And then next we have Get Lost. This one has been one of my favorites on it just because how experimental it is. The overall song, though, it's all right.
Yeah.
But I just like the foundation that he took with it.
From the first time I heard it, it was an interesting idea that you could grow on and have like a sound of an album, kind of like how 808s did it.
Yeah.
Now you're taking like the next step almost. And it's like you're an actual robot for real.
Yeah, and having like harmony underneath you.
Yeah. Get Lost does not have a beat. You're basically vocoding your voice to be the beat.
Yeah.
Kind of, which is a very interesting idea.
Yes, but it doesn't make a complete song.
No.
So, I mean, there's slight instrumental on it, but Kanye's very overpowering on it. There's some vocals on it that are poorly mixed, and it's been like that since the beginning where your ears start bleeding when he goes like a little higher pitch.
Yeah, that's the other thing that Donda 2 really has an issue with on the streaming release. Not only has the mixing not changed, which has been horrendous, but on certain songs, it got worse.
Yeah.
And we'll get there.
Yeah.
But oh my God, yes, some of the mixing, you're like an actual professional who does this for their job. Mix this shit. This is ridiculous, bro. Like, what kind of quality assurance bullshit is this? But yeah, Get Lost. I like it.
Yeah, it's a good foundation.
I still get lost in that. I go without the cleats. I know I'm tight to see. What a new sight to see. What you will right for me. What look was right for me.
Next is Keep the Flowers.
Another song that has like a pretty good foundation to it. I think the beat is a little goofy on it. The sample is really good on there that plays at certain parts of the song, but just like the weird bright piano chords I'm not too big of a fan of.
Yeah.
I don't know, it has like a weird drum pattern that sounds like you're marching in like a school band or something like that.
Yeah, I think what you mentioned earlier in the intro is like there's framework for good stuff, and then there's some stuff that is unfixable.
Yeah.
Like they're just not good.
This song, I don't think it has that good of a foundation to it, but I kind of like the idea of the song.
Fair enough.
But having this on streaming, like, yeah, it's nice, but this is not who he is anymore. Parts of the album is about Kim and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Especially this song where he bought her like 100,000 flowers. I forget how much it was, but that's what this song is about.
Feels like a lifetime ago type shit.
Yeah, even though it's been like, I mean, it's been 3 years.
That's what I was thinking about with like security with the new academics thing is like, bro has a new wife.
Yeah.
And you're still like releasing this shit. It's very awkward. Just from like an outsider looking in, you're like, bro. I mean, come on, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Next is Too Easy. Pretty much the exact same version that we already had.
Yeah, just a few different lines in it.
Still has the fucking mumble.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this song I'm not a huge fan of. I do like him going into like a higher register on it, but the beat is so fucking weird with the hi-hat. And near the end it gets like bigger, but yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the song.
Yeah, I think this song is the greatest example on this entire album of potential. There's so much happening. There's the high pitch, there's risers. It makes it like you said, really big at the end. And it's like, yo, this could be something. Be a new sound almost.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing I like about a lot with Donda 2 is there is a new sound to it that I've never heard before.
Yeah.
Maybe in the future we'll see parts of it.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think
Yeah.
Ye's too far gone.
No, I'm not talking about him, but people who listen to
fair
this
enough.
album
Fair enough.
take pieces of it. There's things that people can take and
That's
move
fair.
on with it.
The issue with that though is, are people even going to be exposed to this? No one that is into music right now is going to take inspiration from this. It has to be the next group,
Yeah.
and the next group probably won't be exposed to this. And it's like,
Uh-huh.
Two of them, two keys, two breeze. But if nobody love me, I'm gonna love me.
holy shit, it's horrid. You had to hear that. You had to hear that. Actually, you might not even hear it. YouTube compression might fix it. But holy shit. If you're enjoying our very negative review of Donda 2 so far, be sure to scroll down and hit that subscribe button first for more hip-hop related content. And let's get back to it. Next is Pablo.
This is where we get into like a really good track run too.
I agree.
There's a few songs here.
Yeah.
This little section here, I think it's the next 4 songs or so are probably some of my favorite from the album.
Pablo, Mr. Miyagi, Happy Security. Yep.
Yeah, Pablo, they kind of fucked it on this release version.
Which makes me so mad. I'm fuming. I'm fuming for what they did to Pablo.
I really like the old version a lot better. Yes, there was more mumble with it. It was replaced with AI, which
What are we doing?
it's mostly the mixing on it. When you start getting near Future's verse at the end, it's so loud and there's really cool synth that comes in, which I really like, but it's too loud.
Yep.
And then there's another synth that goes over Future and he's all like muffled out on it.
When I heard Pablo when Donda 2 came out, I was like, yo, this is peak Ye right here. This is crazy shit. And then they release it here and it's like, they butchered it. Like,
Yeah.
there is so much potential. The hook going into the bomb. Yo, it's peak. It's actually peak. And if they fix this, it will be incredible.
Yeah, this song has an amazing foundation. It was just not properly built on.
Which sucks.
Yeah.
It won't happen. I'm talking, it's like an actual pipe dream. If they fix Pablo, it's actually one of the best Ye songs in the past, 5 years maybe. Not that it has much competition.
Who they waiting on? That's Pablo. Take my run. Who they waiting on? That's Pablo. Take my run.
That shit is so fucking hard.
Yeah. It's just the Travis is too low.
Next is Mr. Miyagi. This was one that was played at the listening party, but I don't think it was ever on the stem player.
I can't remember.
I think this one was cut off the stem player.
And they spelled it wrong, which is
Wait, did they really?
yeah. There's supposed to be a Y in it.
Oh, what?
Yep.
Jesus.
That's attention to detail right there.
Classic Digital Nas moment. Bro went from having Mike Dean to Digital Nas. We're fucked.
Went from doing a listening party to having Sneeko and fucking Neon. What are we doing, brother?
I really like this song a lot.
This is the catchiest hook.
Probably one of the best.
It's not my favorite hook, but it's definitely catchy.
Yeah, and I love the drill instrumental. The 808s are so distorted on it, but it sounds really good with the instrumental. Kanye, a bunch of mumble on his verse. There's a weird kind of funny part in his mumbling because he does like, it almost sounds like a kid rhyme scheme, but what? Yeah, Future's verse is really good. Cardi has an okay verse on here. He does like a weird deep voice that we haven't heard except for on here.
Yeah, I would say this song is like the closest to finish-ish.
Yeah.
Like,
because the mixing is fairly good on it. It's just Kanye's vocals are not finished.
yeah, it just has mumble, but it's somewhat finished in terms of like the really good songs on this album. This is, I would say, the closest.
Yeah.
I would say
love
it
this
beats
song.
out Pablo just because Pablo right now is like legitimately unlistenable if you're listening with like any sort of headphones or earbuds. If you're listening to your phone speaker, it's not gonna matter that much. But if you're listening to your car or your headphones, holy shit is unlistenable.
Hey, miss, I'm your Mr. Miyagi. I'm a killer chicken in the Balenciaga.
Whoa, they fixed it.
Oh, the title? They changed the
Yeah,
name?
they changed the title.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it has a Y now. Yo, that's actually crazy.
Yeah, this is the
Okay, next. This is peak. It's happy.
yeah.
This is peak.
Yeah, this is the best song on the album,
This is
100%.
This song right here is asking Ye to get sued because this sample was never cleared. Ever since 2022, it has not been cleared, and I can guarantee it's still not. But happy is peak.
Yeah.
This is one of the greatest sample uses of the decade. This shit is so hard.
Yeah, and with the drums, it just like hits so hard. Ivy?
At least like once a month, I'll just write IV. Like even since Donda 2 came out, for real. Like once a month, IV will just pop in my head. That's it.
Yeah, that shit is
That shit
like
is
super memorable.
unbelievable. It's not done. It's not done. There's
Yeah,
there's a few issues with it, but it's peak. It's peak. Yeah.
Future's verse is so good on here. There's some more bars that were censored than the version that we had before, like Taking My Drugs and Doses and a few other ones that I forget what he said.
I don't even know why Ye cares about censoring anymore. The dude wears on his fucking shirt. What are you talking about caring about curse words? Like, bro.
Yeah, I think it's because this version is the same that we got a couple years ago. I think
they were just
think
working
this one's
with
gonna
that.
change. Yeah, but there's a lot of like strange ideas on here too. I don't know if it's a mistake or it's part of the song. Near the end of the song, Kanye's vocals get cut out.
Yep.
And then it goes to a different part. I kind of like it, but I don't know if it's a mistake or not.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell Ye thinks anymore. I just accept it for what it is. I would rather it cut than use AI.
Yeah.
100%. So I don't care that much.
Yeah.
Sipping hard out the drink is inside. Get paid just to talk out pop. And we all wanna be happy. Do I look happy? Do I look happy to you?
Ivy.
It's fucking peak. Holy shit, it's so good, bro. Next is Security, which finishes the run that we were talking about.
Yeah. This one's also pretty similar. I guess there's the drums at the end are different, but I think they kind of sound fairly similar to what they were before. The act intro on it, it's kind of strange. Yeah. It's also like almost like 30 seconds long, which really annoys me.
It's just awkward.
Yeah, it's awkward now.
Bro has a new wife. That was 3 years ago, bro. It really comes down to, for me, if this came out 3 years ago with this act intro, oh, this shit hard as hell. Yeah, screw Kim K taking the kids or whatever. Now it's like you've lost like any leverage you had.
Yeah.
You can't be talking shit on Kim K. You're talking about the good things about her and like wearing. can't be doing both. It's stupid.
I assume this was an old version that they just released also. But yes, the song is about, I think it was, he wasn't invited to North's birthday party or one of his kids' birthday party. Even though he showed up, I'm pretty sure Travis let him in. Travis let him in. That was such a funny day. Kanye's like, yo, thank you, Travis, for letting me in. Like, and you see videos of him eating ice cream or whatever the fuck with Travis.
That's like one of the greatest Kanye moments recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, the act intro, I feel like it could have been shortened. If it was shortened, it could have been kind of hard.
Yeah.
But it is long. But I do really like Security. Like,
yes.
That shit is hard.
Yeah. Oh my god, that part still gets me.
It's like Jaws.
Yeah, yeah. And then the drums at the end are fucking banging. Like just that drum pattern with the bass super distorted. It's like that shit is a great way to end the song too.
Yeah.
Security at risk. I put the security at risk. Yeah.
You can feel his emotion, bro. That's what he's missing a lot on his new music.
Yeah.
Like he's just in the studio. This song, you could feel he's angry. Now that we got through that, we could probably start speeding through some of these tracks.
Yeah.
Next is City of God.
We already heard the song for the past like 4 years.
Yeah, I don't even know why this is here. That song being on here is proof to me that they did not give a shit. They were just taking what they already had and just put it up.
It was on the original Stem player too, though.
Yes.
Even though it's a 504 song.
But it's now a separate song. It's Fabio song, like whatever.
Yeah.
So it should not be here. Next is 530.
Yeah, it's like we just heard this one a couple months ago.
And then the 530 is cut?
Yeah. Which is this one is I think almost the exact same version that we heard at the listening party. The second half did come later on, which was released on Vultures 2, of course, unfinished.
Yep.
But the first half is finished and it's banging. But if I were to listen to it, which I don't, I'd go to the Vultures 2 version.
That stuff just kind of irks me. Get some like quality control here.
I guess, but 530 shouldn't have been on Vultures 2. It should have been on Donda 2.
That's what I'm saying. There's so many outlets. It's like, okay, if you're gonna have 530 on Vultures 2, you made that choice, so you don't have it on Donda 2 anymore.
Yeah, at least Keep It Burning is not on here.
That is true.
Yeah, Keep It Burning.
Except the Keep It Burning on Donda 2 was way better than the future one.
Oh, it had the sample. That's right.
Sample.
The sample.
The Keep It Burning on
but I
Never Liked You that doesn't.
Yeah, but I do like Kanye's verse on I Never Liked You because it's actually finished.
Yes. But
yeah,
like
the
sample.
Burning down the house.
Yeah, the sample was ridiculous.
I wish I can hear that again on this.
Yeah.
But
next is SciFi. I know you don't like this one that much, but SciFi is one of those again. It has a little bit of framework to me. Like the hook is a little bit interesting, but it's not done.
Yeah. I think the instrumental is a very unique. I think it's Sean Leon on here, I believe.
Yes, because he has the next two songs. He has SciFi and Burn Everything.
I just think Ye's verse is a little awkward, and everyone has said that since it came out too, because his weird ass line in it. But yeah, good foundation, just unfinished.
I married the best rapper of all time.
We forgot to mention this. This is even more awkward now. This is just adding to like the security awkwardness that we were talking about.
Yeah.
What is this doing on this?
Welcome to the SciFi. Make a choice, oxygen or Wi-Fi. When you lay down and I gave you the scene, man, I swear I heard God, the voice of Morgan Freeman.
Next is Burn Everything. This is an interesting one. That's on here.
Yeah, I actually don't remember this song at all. Maybe it was played at the listening party, but it was never on the stem player, and I never heard it since. Actually, decent song. Like, I like the drums on it a lot. Yeah, it's another one that is not like too much happening. I would say this as an interlude.
I'm just saying this is one of those examples where it's like the song's all right, but there's a bunch of that on this track list where it's like the song is all right. It definitely could have been cut.
Yeah, and it's not against him, but it also is because it's his album. But I don't think Kanye had any say in what songs go on this album. I think it was all digital Nas.
I don't know. They were doing that live stream. Ye was sitting there playing Last of Us. So he's
Yeah.
literally in the room for like a week.
Yeah.
Next is Louie Bag.
Getting this now, it's very awkward because I guess he's beefing with Virgil. He's beefing with a dead man, but
I don't even want to get into it.
yeah.
I mean, he tweeted some heinous shit about Virgil.
Hearing Jack Harlow with Kanye is very strange, and it's gotten even worse since then.
Louie Bag is one of those songs where it's actually like pretty finished.
Yeah, I'm just not a big fan of the song.
Yeah, I've never been a big
Yeah.
fan, so that's what it really comes down to. But next is We Did It.
I was always a fan of this song. I always liked it. Baby Keem and then Migos is on it, of course. Yeah, Kanye's vocals are finished on this one compared to the listening.
Yeah,
party.
this song is the only song on this release of Donda 2 that is actually complete.
like entirely finished.
Like, it's actually done. It's also very weird because this is the first Baby Keem verse we've heard in a very long time.
Yeah.
Which is kind of weird, just like in the timeline of things. I don't know how that works, but
That shit was not cleared.
oh hell no. None of this shit's clear. Are
Yeah.
you kidding?
Yeah,
Like I said,
yeah, it's like Takeoff is on here. It's like that shit's not cleared.
We Did It is actually like a really good song.
Yeah, I love the triumphant instrumental to it. I think they censored Kim. I don't know if it was always censored.
See, yeah, so
I forget.
they did a really weird thing here. They censored more
Yeah,
on this
yeah.
song, which is very bizarre.
Some of the bars should have been censored. I stand up and take a shit. It's like what the fuck are you talking about? Helping Ye find Kim. I forget if it was censored before or not.
They probably censored that.
Yeah,
But also that
obviously.
makes no sense that they did because they literally added the academics thing.
Yeah.
So it's like, what? Next is Maintenance. I mean, the bottom 3 tracks of this are just...
Yeah. They butchered the hell out of this, removing Future.
Without him, the song is nothing.
Yeah, they took out Future's part, which is one of my favorite parts, and they took out Kanye's best verse on here too.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
And having Future on here, it makes the song different too, because it's just not this girl is high maintenance. Future makes it like toxic.
Yeah.
And having his like whiny sad Future voice on there, rich enough to keep you, like that shit is so fucking hard. Still won't be satisfied. Yeah, they butchered the fuck out of this song.
This is the greatest what if moment in like recent memories, Donda 2 for me, because this was supposed to be executive produced by Future. Are you shitting me? An album that is all about missing your ex-wife is produced by Future. That is peak. Next is Lord Lift.
Yeah, another one that it's like just unfinished because it's just Vori vocals. If it wasn't in like the worst part of the album, the song is pretty good because it's just another interlude, just like a broken road, but it also doesn't fit Donda 2 in at all. I mean, it could have been on Donda.
I'm assuming it was from Donda era. And then First Time
Yeah, with Soulja Boy.
has never been good to me.
Yeah, this one hasn't changed. Kanye's vocals are peaking so bad,
Makes
but
it terrible.
but it's always been like that.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't care how selfish this sounds. If they fix Pablo and Happy, I don't care about anything else. Donda 2 is peak. If those 2 songs get fixed, I'm not even kidding.
Overall, this album kind of sucks because there's no cohesion to it, and there's a bunch of sounds that don't mix well.
But it had so much potential.
It did, yeah.
Holy shit, did it have so much potential. Like, if he would have finished this would have been, well, I guess that's looking through like a rose-tinted lens type shit, but this one would have been crazy. Let us know what you thought of Donda 2 in the comments. Let us know the fixes that you want to see on it. Because I'm sure there's a bunch of stuff like for songs that we don't really like that people are like, oh, I like that song. I want to see that fixed. So let us know in the comments about that stuff, and we'll see you in the next one.